What is the reason why the Messiah said if you have an ought with your brother, you go to him and him alone? What is the reason why? Because if everybody did that, you would have an opportunity to gain your brother. If you are in a relationship, you probably would strengthen the brother. Trust will be built. Confidence will be built. Loyalty would be had. But if you have an ought with your brother and you go and massage the ears of 3 or 4, 5 different people, or maybe even if you did just one person, rather than what the book says. See, when the book says you take with you 2 or more witnesses, it didn't tell you, it never gave us the instruction, when you get these 2 or more witnesses and you go into your brother, it didn't tell you to massage them with your perspective. It didn't tell you to give them your point of view. It didn't tell you you minister to them and preach to them so that they can already be compromised based on your offense or your perspective or the point of view or the way that you are seeing things. See, and that's the problem. That's the reason why there's so much of cancer in the body of Messiah. Because when those 2 are so-called witnesses who've already been compromised, they're already disqualified. Because if they know anything about this so-called meeting and all, then the whole thing is compromised. When you go get 2 more witnesses, you're getting 2 more witnesses so that they can give an unbiased opinion. Not already know your offense, not already know your disagreement, not already know your disgruntledness, not already know a reason why you are offended or the reason why all this contention is happening between the 2 of you. See, that's the problem. Immaturity. People not performing what the word says. Because I've had to deal with this. And it's sad. Because you can sit, and I'm sitting up here listening, you can listen and see the reason why that the 2 witnesses that he bought to his brother can't really truly be unbiased, because they're already compromised, because they're already coming from the perspective of the other person's hurt, offenses, and disappointments. I tell you, look at the devil, and the devil is a liar. And what's really sad is if you get 2 witnesses and they don't lay it out from the beginning, we're here because such and such so-and-so said this about you. Because if anybody was there keen and heard that, they would say that this case is thrown out already. Because you already compromised and you already compromised. This is not an unbiased opinion. I mean, you're hearing things already tainted. And this is the reason why the body of Messiah is failing so hard in love. Because you got a bunch of compromised people who refuse to do what the word says, and they're trying to muscle people over. They're trying to get people over to and garner favor to their perspective and opinion, manipulating other people through bewitchments and witchcraft. And it's never, ever, ever told to the person who's got the person that's offended, and then he's so-called 2 witnesses now that are false witnesses. Nobody is bringing forth the fact that all 3 of them know what the hell is going on, and now this one person is getting ganged up on. And then we wonder why relationships sour. We wonder why. We wonder why things go south. Now somebody tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm wrong. And then it says if you can't even get that together, then you bring it before the assembly. That's what it says. Bring it before the assembly. You can't even get to the assembly when step 2 has already been compromised and ignored. Step 2 already has compromised witnesses. It's just sad. And I can't believe that people can't see this, can't understand this. And so these witnesses are now forming questions based on what they already know, what the person offended has said, and the person who's sitting there listening to all 3 of them, they like, what the hell is going on here? There's no justice in that whatsoever at all. There's no righteousness in that whatsoever at all. And the witchcraft in it is when you sitting up there acting, stage playing, acting like you really truly care about your brother, and all of you are sitting there as a bunch of prating liars, and you sitting up there getting ready to so-called judge your brother based on information that has already massaged your perspective and point of view. Man, I hope somebody learned from this. I truly do. I truly do. I'm not going to hold my breath. But I know one thing, Straitway learning from it. We definitely going to, because I'm going to keep on ministering and preaching and teaching this. And this is the reason why there's so many offenses going on in the world today. Woe unto the world because of offenses, because it must needs be that offenses will come. Where's the spirituality at? Where they at? Where is it at? It's a shame, isn't it? Isn't it a shame? And no wonder Israel's in the condition that it's in now. Because ain't nobody gonna submit to righteous judgment from righteous judges. Because if the judges ain't saying what the offended person want them to say, then the judges is wicked based on their opinion. We're talking about the same person that went and massage and went and spit their perspective and point of view already into two other people that compromised them. It's a hung deal. You can't even appeal this case thrown out. And the guilty party has already been manifested. You go and accuse someone, yet you're the one that's offended. It's sad. You go talk to 3 or 4 other people and stuff, and then those people coming to a person don't even know what the hell is going on. And now we up here watching all these questions being framed towards the one that's being accused. Compromise. I'm telling you, it's sad, Israel. Hey, he that have ears, let them hear what the Spirit is saying. I'm telling you, this is the reason why that the devil is running roughshod over Israel. And because there are no judges in the land, because Israel coming up with these false doctrines, because there ain't going to be no judges, there ain't going to be no hierarchy, there's no chain of command, there's no rank structure, there's no order in the word, there's no order in us. No, we can all do our own stuff. Every man doing that which is right in his own eyes, because there's no judges in the land. Truth is, there are judges in the land. It's just that we ain't going to receive those judges because we're compromised, we're offended. And we end up taking on somebody else's pain. We end up taking on somebody else's offense. We ended up taking on somebody else's wicked, visceral, angry, envious attitude. And we don't think we've been bit. Man, I tell you what, boy. I know one thing. I'm glad the breath didn't go out of my body and I got it, because I'm going to really shout this to the rooftop. I'm going to shout this to the rooftop, and hopefully some people will have the scales pulled off their eyes. We do. Because I'm going to tell you right now, man, some of y'all have done burned some bridges that can never be crossed again. I mean, y'all didn't burn them. Y'all nuked them. And it can never be rebuilt. Never be rebuilt. Not in 4, 5, 8, 9, 10 lifetimes. It can't be done. The King is coming.